So today we're doing 3 mile with 2 minutes 30 seconds jog recoveries, and the mile reps are going to be run at 5k pace or goal 5k pace, which is 5 minutes 25 per mile roughly. So it's about 80 seconds per lap, and then we're then going to put the spikes on. These ones here. And we're going to do 4x400s, and we're going to run them with 90 seconds rest, and they're going to pretty much be kind of VO2 max pace, so anything around like 75 to 78 seconds per lap, and hopefully the session will go well. Just start in a minute. Just going to get these shoes on, take myself off, and then rip some reps. See you in a bit.
That's a running world record, and he takes the win.
.5:37, awful. It's only my second session back, so just onwards and upwards. And I mean, not very happy with the way that the last rep went, but I think it was just a bit of a hole. And it's getting hot. I don't have sunglasses, so just getting all the excuses out of the way now. So when I do the review at the end of the episode, you already know the excuses.
Okay, so the wind was so awful in this part of the video that I thought I'd just voice over what I'm talking about here. So basically, I've decided to try out some new spikes. They're the Adidas Avanti Pros. They're just a racing spike that I'm going to be wearing when I do my first 5k race at the Comeback 5000 on the 28th of April. This is the first time I'm actually putting them on, and I'm just basically saying that these 400s that I'm going to do, I'm going to be using these spikes to kind of start to break them in and get them ready for the race, and also just going to try some new things. So the first 2 reps I'm going to wear socks, and then the second 2 reps, the final 2 400s, I'm not going to wear socks, and that's pretty much just because I want to see how they feel. I know some pro athletes either wear socks or don't wear socks, and there's a bit of a divide in who prefers what. So because this is the first time of me actually wearing a pair of racing spikes on the track, I just thought it would be a great idea to test both of the options out, and we can kind of see where we end up. Okay, so hello and welcome to the end of the video. Basically, in this part of the video, I'm just going to talk through the new racing spike that I tried out in this episode, and just kind of show you what you get in the box. So this is the Adidas box. Like I mentioned earlier, these are the Adidas Avanti Pros running spikes. So my size is 7.5. They're actually like super light. So inside the box you get a nice fancy Adidas bag. It's like a tote bag sort of thing for you to keep your shoes in. And then there's the spikes in there. So I'm just going to get one of them out and show you how they work. So basically, you've got just the normal kind of plate. You get spikes with it, and these are literally just track spikes size. So obviously if you're doing cross country, you might want to purchase some spikier spikes, longer spikes, sorry. But yeah, they actually just went super well, and you can see these, I'm not sure, but you can see how squidgy this foam is here. And if you compare that to most running spikes that aren't kind of like the super spike generation, they are not squidgy like this at all. And I think a benefit of these is that you actually don't have much of a heel. So for heel strikers and just normal runners alike, you are literally put straight onto your forefoot to run on. And I think that's just really quite an interesting way of designing it. I know the Mizuno shoes have done this recently with their road running spikes. Well, with their road running trainers, sorry. But yeah, if you look, you're literally forced straight onto your toes. Now, the reason why I'm also working out in these before race day is that basically because you're pushed so far onto your forefoot, you really need to kind of get your muscles used to doing that. And also by pushing on straight onto this part, you're actually using your soleus more than just your normal calf muscles. So basically there's two calf muscles, your soleus, which is like underneath, and then a bigger calf muscle, which is like what you can see from the outside. Now your soleus is really kind of strained by being on your toes so much when you're running, and yeah, so I'm just trying to acclimatise, and I would definitely suggest you acclimatising just in the lead up to a race. Start wearing them a few times when you get your legs turning over. I'm doing 10 300s later on this week, so the first 5 I'm going to do normal trainers, and then I'm going to switch to the spikes for the last 5 of those 300s, just to get again, like, help breaking the shoe and also get my legs used to it. And you can see that this is a very see-through breathable mesh that you get on the shoe, and also the branding's pretty cool. I got these for sports shoes for around, I think it was about £60. I'll put the real price up in the corner here, but definitely these are just as good as the Dragonfly spikes. I have worn a pair, literally I did like a stride in the Dragonflies once before, and these are possibly, if not better, comparable to the Dragonfly. They also are more spongy than the Dragonflies in terms of the amount of foam you get on the bottom of the shoe, so it is worth trying these out. So definitely give it a try. If not, then I don't care. But yeah, these are really cool shoes, and I'll be wearing them all season, probably into the cross country season as well, just because they're so amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. And I'll see you next week. Remember, do hard things.